Hi, welcome. It is Thursday. It's Thursday, and I just wanted to pop on because I have a brand new program I would love to share with you guys. I have I've got lots of certifications and become a teacher programs and different things that you can do. We do Patreon, Mark and I do. We have like a podcast, and I teach some slow growth techniques so that you can learn one stroke and the big canvas behind me. Look at that. You can paint that big canvas behind me by just going to my Patreon site and signing up. And pledge $20 a month, and it takes you a couple of sessions. There's 3 sessions to do that, and that's already on there ready for you. Hello, JJ. And so I want you to know that's what I have with Patreon. It tells you more about the business, or how the business of painting, and how to price and all that kind of stuff, but it also teaches you some skills that you might not have learned anyplace else with me. So I wanted to share that with you. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Carrie and Kathy. Hello from Georgia. I heard it's wet and cold up there. All right. So I just want you to know that Patreon is just something very different. So if it's building your skills and building where you want to be and having a plan and not a goal, I said you are going to make a commitment for yourself. So my husband and I go on and share with you our business world and how paintings changed our lives while we're raising our 7 children. We also have One Stroke Advantage, and besides One Stroke Advantage, I have free on my YouTube channel. So please come subscribe and learn different things each week for free with me. And so I have a practice strokes, usually new ones on Fridays, but I have hundreds and hundreds of videos that are free. So you can just binge. Have you ever binged? I love binging on different cable shows. And when we find a good one, we just go right back to it every time we have a moment. So I hope that you will think about checking out the Donna Dewberry channel. Subscribe. Hello, Miss Doris and Harriet and Denise. Thank you guys. Della, is that Della? Thank you guys very much for being on this morning with me. Teresa, hello again. I thought you were going to be able to sleep. Sorry. Hello, Susan. Susan and I had a private lesson. We had a good time, and it was on her birthday. So that made me feel good. But I just want you to know that having YouTube has been wonderful. I used YouTube during the pandemic, and it just lifted my spirits and lifted my students' spirits because they've never had learned how to be on TV like this or on and watch a lesson online. So it's really wonderful. So I just kind of want you to know that we have a membership on there. So if you subscribe, ring the bell so you'll know when I come on for these lives. And then what I want you to think about doing is checking out. So it says join. If you click that, it shares what I have with One Stroke Advantage. And so we do all kinds of fun lessons there, and you as little as $250 a lesson, because you're getting 4 lessons plus 20% at any time that you're on during the month on my website, onestar.com, 20% off anything you need and supplies. So think about that. And education. You can get some education with 20% off. So besides all that, I just want you to know that I also have that website so you can find things out. And on that website, I have certified instructors all over the world. And they help you, and I help you to be certified to be one of my instructors. And I have different levels that you can, some people say, I want to go all the way. So we have level 1, level 2. Well, level 3 is pretty new this last year. Then we have drawing and design. So I help you to learn how to draw. If you're out there and you want to learn how to draw and you say, I cannot do that, drawing and design will help you, but sign in under my husband because I don't have a Gmail. Oh, that's okay. That's nice. What's your name, though? It's nice to hear your name. She said she signed up under her husband's because she didn't have a Gmail. I know I had to make a Gmail account to do all this, but so where was I? Oh, drawing and design. I want you to be able to draw your own designs. And I'm not teaching you to be a really skilled artist that draws portraits and stuff like that. That's not what that class is about. And you can break it down. There's 4 sessions of 4 lessons. And by the time you take each one of those, and I grade each one of your drawings and your paintings, then you can be certified just like that right at home. So that's been really successful. And I'm working on a level 2 of that. So anyway, so go check that out. That's on winstruct.com, and you can get discounts on that too. If you're a member of the membership here at Winstruct Advantage. But we have oversize. We have other different, I know I'm leaving off certifications, but there's different certifications and you can see them all there. So it's Debbie instead of Eli. I'm not saying his name. I'm blurry eyed anyway. So, but it's nice to have you on, Debbie. Thank you. So, one of the things I wanted to share with you today is we certify people all the time to be instructors. I've had over 20 something thousand people get certified all over the world from from Taiwan to the UK and Germany, all over, and Japan. And what I wanted you to know, and the US, I wanted you to know that you could call our offices, and all that information's right here on About Me on the YouTube channel. And talk to my daughter Amanda about the education. Would love to be certified. I'd love you to be certified too, Debbie. And I can help that happen for you. So you can contact us. You can do it online with me. There's all kinds of things that you can do. But I have instructors all over the world. And so it's nice to have them. They'll sit there and do step by step with you. And so you might find one personally that lives near you. And that's nice because we hold your hand and help you get through it. If you ever visit Florida, I have a studio right here in near the outskirts of Orlando near Disney. So if you're out here, lots of people, they dump their wives or their husbands come, and the rest of the family goes to Disney. So that's a possibility. So think about that. All right. So what I want to share with you is I just started something new, and it starts in March, and you have to sign up by, I think it's like February, sometime in February, you have to sign up. And then it's closed for the year. So it's a one-time thing. And I think I'm not going to talk about the money, but I think if you put $125 down, you can make payments the rest of the time. We're going to start in March. This is a brand new for any of you. I just had 3 people in the last couple of weeks that walked in from out of town and said, I always wanted to be certified, but you know what? I'm just doing this for me now. And I would love to do some of your certification programs. But so what Amanda, my husband, my daughter, who's over the education of my husband, and I, what we thought of, we used to have something on the shopping channel where you could be accredited by doing these little courses online with us. I mean, you had to order it from QVC and then do it at home and send it in to me. And then you would get a certificate and everything from it. So with this program, this is something that I personally am going to teach you online. And we broke up. There's no more than 2 lessons in a month. So you have time in between to do your homework and submit it to me so that I can grade it. And it's called a Do You Painter course. And we're going to even go online and let people join in online live and do an awards ceremony in November. It's at my birthday time, so I was excited to do that. And so from March to October, you'll be working with me, and you can be paying along the way to pay off the course amount, and all of that. We'll send you that information. All right. You can also get that information if you go to the Donna Dewberry's official Facebook group. Okay. So it's the Donna Dewberry's official Winstruct group on Facebook. And My daughter has a big sign on there. You click on that, and she will send you all the details, the dates. It's recorded after I'm live. But if you're live, you get to ask me all kinds of questions and stuff. But anyway, it's recorded so that you can watch it over and over and get your assignment done before the next time we see you. But these are things, many of you have bought paints and brushes and product, and like I'm going to paint today on some glass with you guys, but I just, and some other things. But I want you to know March 14th is the first lesson, and we work the whole time on the 14th on loading, multi-loading, and tips and tricks that I have for you. So I'm just going to read some of these out and see if they inspire you, because these are the most asked things for me to teach you. Now, if you don't have the product, we let you know the product and you can order the product in time. But I'm going down the list, and a lot of these things you've always already purchased. And so you could be, I even have certified instructors who are signing up for it because they want to turn around and then teach this. All right. So this is the only time for the year you have to sign up before March. So in February, that's your latest time that you can put your deposit down and get started. And then we close it, and we won't do it for another year. All right. So I have time to, and each time I do it, we're having really interesting things for you. So the second class, so then we do backgrounds, and that's everybody's favorite. Teach me some more different backgrounds. All right. How to Mod Podge, and really important layering and things that you can do with Mod Podge to make your paintings even better. Gallery glass fun. So I'm going to teach you how to make your own designs and make gallery glass. I have a whole book published on gallery glass. I did the shopping channel for years with Donna Dewberry gallery glass. So I'm going to share that with you and help you get through that. All right. I'm going to show you, let me show you something. I'm going to show you how we can, I should have put gallery glass and stuff here so you can see, but we're going to do the real leading and all. I've used these gallery glass pieces to paint with acrylic, but I want you to know that we're going to do actual leading and showing you how to do fun projects for windows in your house. I used to have 16 windows in my large house that we downsized, and I hated leaving them, but they were all custom plexiglass to fit inside my windows. It was fun. And people would come, and decorators, and they would go, who did your glass and your stained glass? And I had real stained glass at the front door, and then all of these and all the windows. And I said, it's gallery glass. They go, yeah, and who did it? I said, it's not stained glass, it's gallery glass. Nobody could believe that this leading with gallery glass on it wasn't real glass, stained glass. All right. So now look at this with metallics. See this? I'm sharing with you color shift, treasure golds, different, and how to load those, work with those, and achieve what that looks like when you're using different metallics. All right. So then animal prints. Those are really coming in again. There's all kinds of animal prints and eyes and all that you will really like to use with different things. Like sometimes I just do an animal print on the stem of a glass and then do other painting on the glass. Then fabric painting. I just spent all morning doing fabric painting. My auto ship for this month is doing aprons and t-shirts and doing it with this wonderful fabric paint. We have fabric mediums, how to use all those. All right, then outdoor landscapes. So here's just one landscape. This isn't the landscape we're doing, but I just want you to see from fun, see the reflections of the water, see the road and the trees and the depth way back there. So teaching you how to make that happen. I am from India. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right. So then birds and insects. I've done all kinds of birds before, but I'm going to help you make that possible in an easy, simple way to achieve. And we were even drawing some birds. I think you'll have a good time with that. One of my favorite is lace and crystal. I love making crystal cut glass look like something with reflections and all of that in the glass, and then making lace painting. Those are really good items that you could do. I have the oversized behind me, but then see over there in the corner, I have the pink oversized. This is the same one in purple, but I'm going to do some large petals showing you how step by step how we can achieve oversized together. And then November 14th, that's October 12th, which some months I only did one class because conventions in July and things like that, that I had to space it out. So what do you think? It's the 12 classes. You can, there's all kinds of options of getting surface kits and stuff. I mean, not surface kits, but kits that will help you along the way if you need it. Amanda kind of spaced some things out, like some Mod Podge gallery glass surface or gallery glass kit with some gallery glass in it. But many of you already have gotten a lot of these supplies in the past. And so I'm going to teach you how to take it and make it happen. These are evening classes, but they are recorded so that you can get them. I just wanted to personally sit here and share with you some fun ways for you to take. Somebody said, oh, I need to learn how to paint better before I try this. I have to tell you that you don't have to learn how to paint before you do this, because I love using beginners. I love working with beginners because you guys don't practice the wrong way. I'm back, Pat. And I get you fresh. So you're going to do it the way I share with you. Okay. But look at this. Here's another landscape. See the light in the sky, the clouds, the darkness because the storm's coming in. Like how you get the ground. But this is a beginner, fun, quick class I did with people who've never painted before. So I hope I inspired you. If you would like to get information about this and have something mailed to you so you can see the breakdown and you can tell us how you would like to do your payments and get set up. Remember, this is year 2024. If you're watching this a long time from now, this is year 2024. You have to sign up during February to be in before we do the cutoff date. So you can start in March. All right. So I can have everything ready for you guys to start in March. So you need to go to Amanda Dewberry at hotmail.com. All right. Or you can do Donna Dewberry, because you might know how to spell that better. Donna Dewberry 1 at hotmail.com. And so I say, Donna Dewberry, I'm the number one Donna Dewberry, not all the other Donna Dewberries that take and use my name. Donna Dewberry 1, and I'm hot, baby. So it's hotmail.com. All right. So I hope that helps you figure out. And we have a flyer all ready for you to be emailed to you so that you can look over all the details. And we are excited for you guys to come on with me. And we get to have time to work this out step by step with you. And I break it up into increments so that you will feel success when you're done. I promise you. And we'll have certificates all framed ready for you for that award ceremony. And I'm excited to see you guys achieve this with me and be my first. Come along with me. That's how we did with our drawing and design. And we did 4 sessions at a time. And when I got through with the first 4 lessons, they went, what's next? And I went, okay. So I had to create 4 more. And by the next month, and then we did all 4 of those, and they go, what's next? And so I had like 39 people follow me through all 16 of those lessons. And so it was pretty amazing to see people who said, I cannot draw. This is hilarious. There's no way. And they did step by step with me. And I love sharing education and what it means to me. Dewberry, that's exactly how you spell it. Yes. Yes, Debbie. It's Donna Dewberry 1 with a number 1 at hotmail.com. Do you ever sleep? I am a high energy person. I used to think when they go, "Are you on drugs?" I mean, we used to have like 500 and some people at our conventions before the economy went crazy. And they would all fly in from, we'd have 30 people from Japan until they say we don't go to countries that are in war. So they stopped coming to us. There's all kinds of people. I had 60 people in Taiwan. I just want you to know when they would travel, and I would always walk in like the awards night and stuff. I had those little sequins with a cami, a jacket, and slacks, all in gold sequins, and I'd walk in and the lights. Oh, and the Mardi Gras, they brought me in on a float. Is that crazy? And we had fashion shows. We did all kinds of stuff, and it was really exciting. We still have convention, but we're like 75 people instead of, because we downsized to a smaller hotels to make it easier for people to afford to come. Anyway, I'm signed up already to go next year. Yay, Teresa. And Teresa's coming from California, which is exciting. And I'm glad that she made the commitment. So that's what we're saying. Plan how you want to grow this year. And if you want to get better and better and learn and be educated in something that will give you joy and make you feel happiness. I met you the first time in 2005. See, Miss Pat has certified so many people over the years. She's put on events in North Carolina for me for how many years? At least 10 years. So the thing is, that Pat started certifying online when we couldn't get people to come around and all. So, and Pat's even certified people one at a time. So you have one-on-one lessons with her. So we have so many teachers that would be there for you. But what I want you to think about is, I think it's important that we make a commitment to do something. She has 8 workshops. See? So isn't that awesome? So I have to tell you that over the years, the thing that keeps me going and motivated. I used to have dreams when you and I were painting together. Gina, wouldn't that be fun? Now you can right here online with me. And so people feel like I said there's so much bad on the internet, but we are so blessed that we have a way to paint. And I really work hard to make you feel like I'm with you and talk. I mean, I don't like listening to myself, but many of you do like it. And I said, when I busted my face and I was scarred, I thought I'd be scarred for life. You guys love me through that. And I thought I wouldn't even put my face on screen. But you know what? All you guys cared about is being able to paint. Y'all don't care if I'm pretty or have a bad looking face or bad hair or broken nails. What you guys care about is learning to do something that will bring you joy. And so, what I want you to think about is it's important to sit down and make dreams for yourselves. It's important for you to um, find ways to have a positive feeling in our life, because the world right now is kind of not as good as we want it to be. And so, um, Leslie, you're so sweet. But I want you to know that, I mean, I never thought, Leslie, you're sweet. I never thought I was beautiful, but I did feel like I was okay until I damaged my face and my head. And but look, God's so good. He's got tender mercies. I put on my glasses. You can't see all my scars. But sometimes we have scars inside, right? How could I do one stroke certification course in India? Please give me. So you contact my offices, Amanda Dewberry. So it's Amanda Dewberry at hotmail.com. And Amanda can, or call the offices. It's 352-394-7344. And it's also under About Donna, how to contact us. So if you write us, if you call in or find out from her, honey, she will tell you exactly how to make it happen. We have people in India that are certified and certify other people for us. We have some really wonderful ladies from India that will do that. Painting brings joy to most anyone. everyone, even those that have never tried when they see their accomplishments. I have to tell you, that's what I love. I just taught gnomes, country, like way back when, country gnomes on glass this week. I put it on my Facebook site, so you ought to go look. And I remember walking around the Tuesday, and I'm thinking, do y'all want to paint flowers or something? Does everybody in here sign up, knew that we're going to do these gnomes? And we made them like the jars, like tissue holders. And they go, oh, yeah, we want to do these gnomes. I'm like, okay. I was just thinking they might not fit in everybody's house. Well, they had so much fun. So what happened is I remember going up to one of the ladies because they would look at me and go, I don't like the beard. And I would do a couple little strokes. And they go, oh. And so I went up to one of my sweet friends, and she just was, and I said, what? She was happy. And then she saw it, and hi, from Taiwan. Yay. And so I picked up her jar, and I did three little itty bitty touches. I took a little bit of shadow around the nose, put a little white speck on top, and took a liner in one spot to separate something. And she went, oh, I love it. So just that smile that happened by painting a little gnome on a glass jar, I just love it. Well, that's so sweet, honey. Thank you. Um, Thank you, Susan. You know what I want? I want my Heavenly Father to know that I want you guys to see the light that I have inside of me, the blessings that I know that my Heavenly Father is there. He listens to me. He helps me touch you guys. He helps me. You make everyone feel like you're talking just to them. You're an inspiration to all of us. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you. You inspire me. Let me tell you, Harriet. So you guys you build me up when I was scarred and having a bad time when I lost my daughter. She was out at college at BYU in Utah, and it was her third year out there going to school. She died with no cause of death. Her heart just quit. She didn't even have a heart problem that anybody knew. But you know what painting did for me? And made me not for every minute of my day think my daughter's dead, my daughter's dead. It just took my mind away from that a little bit. And I had 5 teenagers at one time. No, 3 teenage girls at one time. Was not a fun sight. And I have to tell you, painting is better than drugs, because when you are creating, you are feeling this joy inside. And Heavenly Father wants us to have joy. He wants us to not sit and think, being fearful and afraid of what this world is today, because this world's pretty rough. But all of us that have faith know that God has a plan for all of us, and we can't give up. I've got kids that are going, do I even want to bring children into this world? And I have 31 grandbabies, so I still have some that say that. It worries me so much for them, for my grandchildren. I got 2 little ones. You bless us with your tales. Thank you for sharing. In today's world, there aren't many people who care and share like you. God blesses is all with you. Well, thank you. I have to tell you that Mark gets nervous that we're not supposed to talk too much about God, but everybody has a God in their own way, and I just testify what I believe, and I try not to be offensive to any my Jewish friends and all who don't believe that Jesus was God's son, but we all love each other and we're compassionate for each other. I remember sitting at Cracker Barrel eating, and with 6 different religions, we were all around the circle. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, formerly known as Mormons, and we all sit in this circle, and we had Catholics, and we had Jewish, and we had Baptist, Lutheran. It was like amazing. We all sit there, and we had moms that were just passed away, and caregivers. They were caregivers, and all to three different ones had moms, and they had lost their husband and other people in their lives. And we all discussed it. We had no problem with religion. We loved and we all believed that we're going to see them again. And so to me, that was what it was all about. Painting is joy. And I have to tell you, Heavenly Father wants us to have joy right here on earth, right now. And having our children and having our loved ones is wonderful, but we have to be happy with ourselves. Yes, art is a universal language. That's right. Um, oh no, I missed this live watching your Monday project. Can't wait to watch and replay this. Well, I hope that you understand that I voraciously love to teach. And so when I say my kids go, do not say you take drugs. I said, I listen to what I'm saying. Painting is better than drugs. I'm telling you, you can go on antidepressants and numb your mind, but many people need that. I'm not saying that's bad, but I didn't want to just block out everything because I know God's plan. And so I have to believe that because I know I'm going to see my daughter again. And I know I'm going to see my mom and my dad. I know these things. So what's important to me is to be aware, alert, and touch people. And I have to tell you, my favorite thing to do. I want you to think about this. Besides seeing people light up when they paint, my favorite thing to do is walk in at the grocery store and I see somebody out on the sidewalk with their heads down. I saw this little lady pushing a cart and all her belongings were in that cart, and it was raining and everything, and it was just dreary outside and she was all wet. And I just tried to see her face, and she looked up at me and she went to go down, but I smiled really big at her, and she went like this, and she went like somebody got chill bumps. Somebody talk to me. And sometimes that's all we need is listening and hearing their words or smiling and giving them making the world different for them for that day. All right. So I know I feel like I'm preaching. I need a belief in the cross leads to heaven. That's right. I'm very glad you share your faith and your love for art. Well, I love when I say I voraciously like to teach. I have to say I am a high maintenance. I need to keep myself really active. Um, I remember being sick last year with all the signs of COVID, but not COVID. I've had COVID 3 times, but I remember sitting there and getting sicker and sicker, and I never ever sit in a recliner for days and not care. And I finally called my doctor and I said, I think I need something because I've been sick for 9 days. And she was like, what is wrong with you? And she said, I know what's wrong. My blood sugar was it was almost 300. All of this because I was sick and it was fighting my body. And so sometimes we need to know when to fix it. And that's not my nature, was not to sit there for all those days. But you can't sit there and be depressed about your life and what's going on. But I want you to think another way. Make a plan. I'm not talking about setting goals. Make a plan of what you want to achieve this year. And that's why I came up with this 12 steps. Mark said, don't say that. That's like giving up alcohol or something. I said, I need to give up sweets and bread. But this 12 lessons, 12 steps to become a Do You Painter course, to become, get a certificate in that, to achieve that, I think is a really great idea for those who aren't sure what they want to do, but want to make a step to do something. All right. So check that out. And if I had time for some of you to stay on, I'm going to paint. Okay. And so we have a little bit of painting going on. I'm very glad you shared your faith. Thank you, Gina. I hope y'all don't take it offensive, anybody that might not have my same faith. Whenever I pray, I say in the name of Jesus Christ, amen. And then I go, oh, my Jewish friends, that's like, I just ruined the prayer for them. But they said, no, that's good. We like that. We like that you say the prayer. So hopefully that doesn't offend anybody, because I'm very passionate about my Savior too. All right, so let's go down and let's paint. I'm going to do a little bit on glass first, and of course, I'm upside down. All right, so ask me any questions along the way while we're painting um, about anything that you're seeing that you're. All right, am I right-handed? I'm going to be picking up the brush with this hand. Will y'all tell me if I'm right-handed, please? Um, it takes a few minutes for y'all to tell me. Hey. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, I'm right-handed. Thank you. I lost my medical insurance and my car is dead, but I'm trying not to let it get me down. Our struggles do make us strong. Wow, I'm telling you, I got blasted. Monday was a bad day and it just kept getting worse. I mean, all the way through the day. And medical insurance is ridiculous. And when I'm looking at my kids and they're trying to afford that, and I have to tell you, having all those 7 children, half the time when I was pregnant, we had no insurance. And so I get insurance and we wouldn't have a child during that time. So that was tough. And having insurance, I was so happy to be old enough to get Social Security because when you're self-employed, insurance is really, really hard. And not having a car that runs, I'm sorry, Gina, that's bad. I know. All right. So what I remember when at the beginning when I would go in and paint houses, my friend who wanted to work for me, she had a car with AC. And I didn't. So I would be paying her, but I'd say, can we use your car today? I remember those days. I remember my sister, my baby sister, bought me my first brush basin and it was only $5. Is that crazy? She brought me my first brush basin. And so instead of a little cup or a bowl that I used. And so, and look, I'm so blessed today. I'm able to teach people around the world. How cool is that? I never wanted to go to another country. Now I've gone to so many countries and taught how to paint. And I remember being in Israel and Jerusalem and being up in Masada. And I remember saying, first of all, a sweet little lady, I gave her my seat and we were on a tram going up to Masada and she goes, I know who you are. I looked down and I was all sweaty and yucky and I'd ridden the camel and it was just, I was like, what? And my hair pulled back in a knot. And she said, I watch you every week in Cincinnati, Ohio on PBS. And I thought, oh my gosh, I am in Masada reading the scriptures, and I had just read about Masada, and I was right there because of painting. How cool is that? I get Social Security. My ex-husband passed away, so I got 500 too much to get Medicaid. Really, Gina, I'm gonna pray for you. I know I took it early. I took it at 62, but I'm glad we did because it just lightened our load everywhere. All right. So what I want you to see is that you wipe it with alcohol. It's better if you can bake it in the oven. I take a whole cookie sheet. I turn them all upside down like that on the cookie sheet after they're painted and line them all up and then turn on the oven and let it get to 325, and then I heat it for 30-40 minutes. Then I turn off the oven and wait till they cool and pull it out. Don't look at all my drips. Okay, so I just want you to see that I am just taking my multi-surface paint and I am putting enough paint. I want you to see I'm putting enough paint that it's going to put a good coat on here. You don't want a thin coat on here, okay? So see, I am laying, usually I tell you to stand your brush up. I've got to lay the paint on here so that I get a nice big coat. All right, so look, I'm going to pick up, dip, stroke, so I get lots of paint, dip, stroke, and I want to put enough paint on here that it doesn't scratch off. And so if you bake it, you hand wash it. I mean, even if you go to a car and you take a knife or a fork and try to scrape it, you can damage your car. So don't scratch it, but put enough paint that as I'm going now, see, it's not what people say with mailboxes and glass and all. If you don't lay the paint on, you're going to take it off as you put it on, because they said, well, I stroked it and it all came up. But I want you to watch how I'm laying this. I'm going to take and make this come around. All right, so then I'm going to come right here and make the cup. Then I'm going to come right along here. See, I'm picking up strong white and come around. I'm going to put a hydrangea here too. Okay. I talked way too much. Sorry, guys. Usually people leave by then. Say, why is she talking? Why would I sit here and listen to this? Okay, so I want you to see as I come around. All right, so I'm just laying the white. Can you see the white along there? Okay. Yeah, you can bake multi-surface just like we have enamel paints too in stock, but there's lots more colors with multi-surface. And I even tell people, so some of the neons, make sure that this is bright pink and its consistency is like an enamel. And this is Folk Art multi-surface neon, which will bake on. Also very nice. Color shift stays on glass really good. I can hardly scrape it off if I tried. And color shift has really pretty colors. I'm going to put this there for just a minute. Let me show you. See, it came from the automotive industry. And color shift, what I like is that, like, there's purples and pinks. I really like the green. There's different colors. That, see how that iridescent goes? And I'll show you, and I'll put some on here. All right, so let's put a little bit of this out, and I might use this with my green. All right, so see, it's like this, and it has different colors, like when those cars move, and it's got blues and different shades. Okay, so let's pick up some classic green. And let's pick up purple with that. This is Purple Flash. Okay, so I can come right in here. See, now that's pretty see-through. I'm not going to use that. I'm gonna put the purple in there, but I'm going to use it a different way. I'm not going to double load it. I'm going to double load this with classic green. All right, and see, and do a leaf on there. So I can come in here. I'm using a 12. What did I use? I used a 16 before. This is a 12. And so see, I'm laying that green on there. So, all right, now I just grabbed the glass in here. I didn't go clean it, so just forgive me if you see spots. Okay, now what's going to happen, I'm going to put some of this blue here. Okay, so let's put, this is Blue Peacock. Okay, and it's going to be a hydrangea. All right, so here we go. I also want you to see this right here. See how I can just do a simple little dab to make a hydrangea. I want to put a little bit here. So So I just thought I have a few people ask me recently to show them more about glass. All right, so now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pick up a smaller brush. Let's see, we have a 6 and a 2. All right, so I can take this white and I'm going to pick up white with this blue and I can just go slip, slap like I showed you on that one right there. Okay. The outside edge, you don't want it perfect. Let's pick up some more white. So look, slip, slap, slip, slap, slip, slap. And I can even put some pink in there if I want to, which gives you a purpley tone a little bit. All right. So I can also pick up a little bit larger and go around the outside edge first because I don't want that hard edge. Okay, this is bigger. This is an 8. And then I was using a 6 before. I'm going to use that 6 for some leaves. All right, so I can also use Q-tips. I put a rubber band and do Q-tips. I show you how to do that on Practice Strokes on my YouTube channel. All right, so look, I'm just taking the corner. See the corner of this brush? And I'm going to go back and forth on the corner like I'm sweeping it back and forth. Okay, with a Q-tip, I put 5 Q-tips together. I pounce them in white and pounce them right on that heavy blue. So go check that out. It looks good too. All right, see that? Good morning, Miss Debbie. Oh, and so tonight I came on early today to teach my hydrangea class, which is those soft bottles and jars. And I started at 10 and realized they were telling me I was supposed to be on at 5 tonight. So that's why I'm coming on right now, is because I was ready for them and I was at the wrong time. All right, so can you see those? Thank you. So look, here's some color shifts. So I'm going to come right in here. And when you put this purple on, it's kind of transparent and it gives you a fun look. Let's get a little bit more. All right. And I can put some around here. So what will happen is you look at this in different light, you're going to get pretty iridescent. Look at that. You're going to get pretty iridescent colors. All right. So when I was telling you how to use metallics, how to paint on glass, and that 12-week course, you're going to be graded on each lesson. And you can get with me on Messenger and I'll help you fix whatever you need help with during those classes. Okay, anyway, so there you go. Now, one thing I like to do, oh, I didn't get this off. Let me see if I can get this off. Heat it up and see if it'll fill up a little bit. All right, so come on. Is that not going to come out for me? Come on. There we go. That's hot. There we go. All right, so it's warm, so I'm going to peel this off. There we go. All right, so you got to make sure you have no sticky on there. So I use alcohol and get that all nice and clean. But I'm going to be bad because I'm just ready to show you. All right, so look, this is what happens. So we have blues and pinks, right? And some green. So I'm going to pick up with my 12 and I'm going to come straight across here. Okay. And then I'm going to go straight across here. All right. Now I'm going to, I think I'm going to put a little line of green. Okay. I'm going to put some white with that green because it's not showing up too good. All right, so you go right through there, and it's okay if you even shake. I'm shaking. All right, so I'm going to come right across here. Steady my hand, pull across here. Pull across here. And here. Okay, see, it's shaky, but that's no big deal. All right, and then I'm going to come in here with just white. Ah, my hand's touching. I'm going to come right along here. Wipe it off because it picked up some pink. All right, so I'm going to come right here. Wipe it off, pick up fresh white. And right along here. And right along here. I think I need to go have lunch. All right, there we go. All right, so see that? Now look what happens. When you turn it around, it gives you this really fun plaid. And what's cool about that is it takes off the pink and lets the white show through. Isn't that kind of fun? All right, I laid my finger on there. I've got to restroke that real quick because it went on my hand. Okay. So, and I want to give it to friends. I say be sure to hand wash. I do put candles in some of these and sell them like that as a votive. I've done weddings for many people, 2 of my children, where I put this as a hearty gift on everybody's table, the wedding gift. And I put a candle in it. One of them, we had short votives and we had candles in all these because we don't drink wine. So we made them into candle holders. And it was so funny because people would run around and say, do you want your glass? Do you want your glass? So by the time they left, they had a set of 6, getting everybody's at their table. Heavy cardstock paper, is it so pretty? I do roses the most. Oh, that's awesome, Gina. Drawing lessons are on your YouTube. Yes, they are. It's drawing and design certification. You can do it a little bit at a time. I love watching and painting, and it's each lesson's recorded too, Della. I love watching painting with you. Thank you. Let's see if I missed any more questions. I just got off the work early, and now I'm with you. Thank you. That's so special to your guests. I know this makes a really nice. And I put a lot of painting on this. Sometimes I just use silver and white, and I paint all this pretty, or gold and white, whatever the wedding is. A lot of younger people like the silver. All right. And so see, it's just like you can make little pretty favors or something to go with it. And I do champagne glasses, and I paint when I go to showers. I paint the bag, the note card, and whatever the ornament or the glass is. I paint all of that, all to match. And I've even done a scrapbooking page for the bride with her invitation on it, and match this painting around on everything and give it to them. Sometimes we got in a basket full of goodies, and they're all painted to match. All right, is that fun? Isn't that cute little cutting board? And it can be a magnet, but I've done, this is my stencil from my bee. And this takes 2 steps, so it's really awesome. And you stencil and make it yellow with some reds and white on the wings. And when you let that dry, then you come back, and the black, all that black happens in the second step. Quick, quick, quick. And look at the detail. Look at the legs. They're really fine detail. This is a regular glass. This is a Dollar Tree cheap glass. All right. And they have all kinds of wine glasses. What is this, like a drinking glass? I don't know. Lemonade glass. Anyway, so then I'll show you again. You can practice on painting on glass. You can practice on these gallery glass. I have these on my website. And I didn't show y'all the code that you guys can use, all of you that are on here. Through the 27th, any $50 or more order that you make, you can take $10 off. And so all you do is when you check out, before you pay, you have to put in as a code 9242. And it's going to give you unlimited discount. You just can get, you can do two $50 orders, whatever, but you can't mix it with any other discount. All right. You can resin coat the cutting board. I can, since we're resining everything, right? George has been here for almost a month now doing all kinds of stuff, and he wants to do everything on the walls. I said, hold up. Acrylic paints work on glass. No, ma'am. You have to use this multi-surface or enamel. I don't have enamel here because I mostly use multi-surface. Now, enamel has total shine all the time, and so it's more shiny like the glass, but I want you to see the multi-surface is pretty shiny. See the glare? All right. And there's a lot more colors, so I use my multi-surface. And I just, like I said, I put good coats on it. But see, it does have see that? It's not quite as shiny as the glass part. See, it's a little bit more matte. And what's fun about these is that you can put a pattern right underneath. And then like you can put the butterfly, or you can do stencil my butterfly with white, and then come in and you'll have the whole shape and everything to do it with. This is the other that is still good through the 31st. You could only use one discount. I've just done multiple ones, so I want you to see this one too. On onestroke.com, you can put in buy one downloadable video, and the same price or lower you can get free with this code. And so you can screenshot that, or you can come back and look at this later. You can take 15% off any of the purchases that there's a couple little things that don't qualify, like a certification. And the 15% off is this, but this is better than that. This is $10 off any $50 order or more. Okay. So check it out. Hope you enjoyed watching and listening as I was sharing our new program with you. Her name is Carrie. I spelled it wrong. Okay. Whose name? Oh, I see. My niece. Okay. And she might be upset with that. All right. Thank you guys. I hope I taught you something that you like. Check out these. And this is a Discover One Stroke. If you've never painted one stroke before, we do this in 2 canvases in a class. So this is the first, and it's $25 for both days. 2 different classes, 2 different days. You're going to do the canvases first. So I teach you all kinds of technique, and then you're ready to go paint these. And we also have a surface kit you can pick up, but these 3 are going to be painted the second day. But see, I teach you the first day, and then we paint it there. And see, I teach you the daisies, and then we paint it there. Okay, so, and this is kind of the hydrangea I showed you. So this is a $25 class, 2 days, and it is Discover One Stroke New Year's, like a new start. And we do it in February. So you can sign up now also at Donna Dewberry 1 at hotmail.com, or you can go to my Facebook site, which is Donna Dewberry's with an S official One Stroke group on Facebook. Okay. I am just starting back with you since I left in 2015. Well, welcome back, Dawn. We have done a lot since then, so I can't wait for you to catch up and see what we're doing. Make sure you sign up for our Facebook group, guys. All right. So please hit subscribe and join me. I love you. Bye-bye.